Imagine a world where laughter is extinct, where jokes are relics of the past, and smiles are as rare as unicorns. Now, shudder and thank the stars that such a world doesn't exist. In the vibrant universe we inhabit, jokes are the currency of joy, the shorthand for human connection. The thing about parking is, it's always there when you don't need it. Enter our neighbor, desperate and prayerful, bargaining with the heavens for a spot. His divine plea is humorously pragmatic, swearing off vices for a parking space. Then, as if by a miracle, a spot appears. But quicker than you can say Alleluia, our neighbor retracts his promises. Never mind, I found one, he declares. It's a punchline that hits the funny bone by exposing a universal human truth. Convenience often trumps conviction. This joke isn't just about parking, it's about human nature. It's about how quickly our promises can evaporate under the right circumstances. The humor lies in the honesty of the situation, a truth that resonates with anyone who's ever desperately sought after something. It's the dead of night, and the phone rings. What could be so urgent? As it turns out, it's life-altering news, delivered with impeccable timing by a forgetful doctor. "I have good news and bad news," starts the doctor. The anticipation builds. The recipient's hope is met with a grim countdown. He has 24 hours to live. But the real shocker? The good news was actually a delayed obituary. This joke plays with the expectation of what good news traditionally means, twisting it into a darkly comic revelation. The irony here serves as the punchline, highlighting the absurdity and inevitable mishaps in life. It's a reminder that sometimes, the only thing you can do is laugh at the unpredictability of it all. A lesson on the dangers of alcohol turns into an unintended endorsement of its benefits, at least when it comes to gastrointestinal parasites. The father uses a simple experiment: one worm in water, another in whiskey. The outcome? Only the watered worm survives. See, alcohol kills, the father implies. But the son sees a different lesson. If you drink, you won't have worms. This twist not only subverts the father's intended moral, but also plays on the literal interpretation children often have. The humor emerges from the innocence and the straightforward logic of the child, serving as a delightful reminder of the different perspectives one can have on the same situation. What happens when a parrot has no filter? Chaos, indignation, and a lawsuit threat, apparently. This lady's repeated encounters with a rude parrot culminate in a humorous exchange of wits. Initially, the bird's insults are straightforward and shockingly blunt. "Hey lady, you're really ugly." After a complaint, the parrot's owner promises change. However, the bird's next words cleverly skirt the line. "Hey lady, yes?" she responds. You know. The joke here lies in the parrot's ability to adapt its insult, cleverly obeying its owner while still managing to offend. This scenario plays with themes of expectation versus reality, showcasing the parrot's sharp intelligence and the humorous frustrations of dealing with a technically obedient yet still cheeky animal. In a bustling bar, a curious competition offers free drinks for a laugh or a tear from a horse. The mysterious patron's methods are undisclosed, but his results are undeniable. First, he whispers something to make the horse laugh. The next night, a simple display makes it cry. Yesterday, I told him I was bigger than him. Today I showed him. The humor is in the absurdity and the secrecy of the methods used. The punchline reveals a clever manipulation of perspective, provoking laughter at the sheer silliness of the situation. The joke plays on human curiosity and the lengths one will go for a free drink, mixing a bit of mystery with a lot of humor. When it comes to divorce, nobody wants to prolong the agony, except perhaps the lawyer in this joke. $1,000 for 3 questions, he states, setting the scene for a punchline rooted in the painful reality of legal fees. "Isn't that a bit steep?" asks the man, unwittingly using his second question. The lawyer's response? "Yes. Now what's your third question?" This rapid-fire exchange delivers a humorous critique of the sometimes mercenary nature of legal assistance, making us laugh at the absurdities of professional fees. The effectiveness of this joke lies in its brevity and the universal dread of unexpected costs, turning a common gripe into a moment of shared amusement. Imagine catching a fish that offers wishes instead of dinner. The fisherman's shock turns to joy as he makes grandiose requests: a mansion, a sports car, $1 million. But as he walks away, reality bites. The fish, back in the water, shouts, "And you didn't believe I could talk?" This joke twists the traditional genie in a bottle story with a skeptical protagonist who gets nothing because he doubted the impossible. The humor lies in the fish's sassy comeback and the fisherman's dashed dreams. It's a playful reminder that sometimes the most unbelievable aspects of a story might just be the most real. A classic scenario: a man speeds, a cop pulls him over. The twist? The man's excuse is a lecture on the evils of speeding and alcohol, purportedly given by his wife at an ungodly hour. The officer's curiosity piqued, asks who would lecture at such a time. "My wife," the man smirks, delivering a punchline that doubles as a clever escape and a nod to marital dynamics. The humor works on the absurdity of the excuse and the universal understanding of spousal influence. This joke plays with expectations and delivers a twist that's both relatable and hilariously improbable. A tiny pianist at a bar prompts a question, leading to a revelation about a hard-of-hearing genie. The bartender's wish for a 12-inch pianist results in a literal, yet unwanted interpretation. The humor stems from the miscommunication between the bartender and the genie, highlighting the unpredictable outcomes of getting exactly what you ask for. It's a lighthearted poke at the importance of clarity, especially when dealing with forces that take you at your word. This joke delights in the visual absurdity and unexpected consequences of misunderstood wishes, providing a chuckle at human foibles. In a tale of determination and tragedy, an armless hunchback applies to ring church bells. Using his head, literally, he succeeds, until one fatal mistake leads to his death. When asked if he knows the man, a policeman quips, "No, but his face rings a bell." This dark humor mixes tragedy with a pun, reflecting on the lengths individuals go to fit in or find work. The joke is in the literal and figurative ringing of the bell, a play on words that delivers a morbidly amusing punchline. It's a stark reminder of human vulnerability, wrapped in a package of grim humor. The perfect man. A taxi driver regales his passenger with tales of Brian Sullivan, the epitome of human perfection. The twist? The cabbie never met him. He's merely echoing his widow's idealized memories. The real punchline lands when the cabbie reveals his personal connection as the new husband. This joke explores the theme of perfection and the pedestal we put loved ones on. It's a humorous look at how we compare ourselves to impossible standards, often ignoring the very real virtues of the people around us. The humor is gentle, yet poignant, a nudge to appreciate what we have rather than lament what we don't. The Lie Detector. At a family dinner, a lie detector robot slaps each member as truths tumble out, revealing more than any of them intended. From school escapades to adult films, each revelation builds to a familial comedy of errors, culminating in a slap for the laughing mother. This scenario uses a fantastical element, the robot, to explore the sometimes painful truths lurking beneath the surface of family dynamics. The humor is in the robotic enforcer of honesty, a literal and figurative hit to the participants. It's a comedic portrayal of the fibs families tell, and the unexpected ways the truth can come crashing through our defenses. The Exorcism and the Silent Treatment. In combining two jokes, we explore themes of communication and its failures. The first joke deals with an exorcism of a mute spirit, a clever twist on avoiding uncomfortable conversations. The second features a husband who uses a written note to try and bypass the silent treatment from his wife, only to find her one step ahead. Both jokes play with the idea of silence in relationships, using humor to highlight the sometimes absurd lengths we go to avoid or address conflicts. These stories are mirrors, reflecting the comedic side of our struggles with communication, filled with irony and clever comebacks. Summing up, throughout this exploration of classic jokes, we've seen how humor acts as a bridge, connecting diverse experiences with a universal language of laughter. Each joke, whether a simple one-liner or a complex narrative, carries with it a kernel of truth about the human condition. These timeless jokes not only entertain, but also offer insights into our worldviews, fears, and above all, our shared humanity. In laughter, we find common ground, a reminder that no matter our differences, we all appreciate a moment of comedic relief. So let's keep laughing, sharing, and celebrating the absurdities of life. After all, in a world often divided, laughter remains an undeniably unifying force. Imagine a world where laughter is extinct, where jokes are relics of the past, and smiles are as rare as unicorns. Now shudder and thank the stars that such a world doesn't exist. In the vibrant universe we inhabit, jokes are the currency of joy, the shorthand for human connection. This essay is your ticket to a treasury of timeless gags, a compendium of chuckles that have had generations cracking up.